have our chief guest for the day at date 2023, Honorable Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs, Government of India, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman. A big round of applause for her. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, that deserves a big round of applause, everyone. Well, a warm welcome to you, ma'am. It is indeed a pleasure and an honor to have you today with us. Thank you so much for your gracious presence. And everyone, hello and welcome. A very good morning. Oh, look, we've got this beautiful ladies and gentlemen in our audience, and swagatam to this immensely gorgeous venue, Yasho Bhumi. Well, I believe that the world is full of diamonds and gems, and so we've got some of them here today, right one in front of us, ladies and gentlemen, to make this event even more shining and sparkling. Ladies and gentlemen, our chief guests, esteemed speakers, and our delegates, welcome to the global plenary stage of this two-day startling and enormous expo. Ladies and gentlemen, India's most impactful B2B Expo, Digital Acceleration and Transformation Expo 2023. Can we begin this event with a big round of applause? All right, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is one of India's most impactful B2B Expo. Here, we will witness the unique convergence of revolutionary ideas and groundbreaking solutions reshaping our global technological landscape. I am Priya S. Srimankar, your host for this event, and I'm ecstatic and honored to welcome you all, our chief guests for the day, all the tech connoisseurs, visionaries, and industry leaders gathered here today. Well, this stage today transits a mere platform. It is a catalyst for change, a hub where innovation ignites, and let us all together delve into the heart of technological evolution, exploring strategies that push boundaries of what's possible. Well, before moving to our chief guest address and the sessions for the day, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to thank all our sponsors and partners for all their unending support to make this expo possible. Date, India is officially powered by BSV Blockchain. Our lead sponsors, Demandify Carix. Our platinum sponsor, New Relic Calera, Builder.ai. Our gold sponsor, Conhuff, Esport Expo, Belive, and Tor Secure. Our silver sponsors, Truecaller, Haptic, Talk.ai, Northern Arc, XLNC. I would also like to thank our supporting partners, STPI and FICCI, our innovation partner, DIFC Innovation Hub, our MSME development partner, MSME Promotion Council. With that, I would also like to thank our community partners, DLAI Innovation Mission, Punjab. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we move to our next session, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is India's most impactful B2B Expo. So why not take this opportunity today to welcome someone on stage? I'm sure you all would be curious of who I'm going to welcome on stage to help us kick off the show today. Like I said, it is the largest tech expo, so why not make the most of this opportunity, and let's invite someone who exists as a real technology. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a round of applause for the welcome remarks, the smartest humanoid robot around, Arya. Can we please welcome the smartest humanoid robot, Arya, with a round of applause? Where are the claps and the energy? Come on, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Great to be here with you at the first ever Digital Acceleration and Transformation Expo. I hope you're all ready for your date with tech.
Hey Arya, it's great to have you with us today. Why don't you tell our guests here what's in store for them?
I'd love to. Date India is buzzing with groundbreaking tech innovations, insightful speakers, and an electrifying atmosphere. It's an event you don't want to miss. But you know what? Words don't do it justice. How about I give you an actual sneak peek at what you can all expect?
Well, that's amazing. Can I request everyone to please have your eyeballs right at the screen? Wow, now that's quite the intro. And now that's quite the intro, like I said. Thank you, Arya.
That's a good point. The good news is, I have you covered.
All right, and how's that?
I can help you with today's event schedule and agenda details, guide you to all the exciting locations of this amazing venue where various activations and networking opportunities are taking place. For example, while we're all here to explore the latest technology innovations, don't miss out on the amazing Dilly Chai at the chai stall around back.
Wow, that's impressive. Can you tell me more about that?
Certainly. We have 3 action-packed stages including this one, the Global Plenary. There are dedicated exhibition zones right outside, and for all our special VIP guests, we have created exclusive networking and meeting zones where they can connect and discuss collaboration and new opportunities together. There are also many dignitaries attending date, which includes SMT Nirmala Sitharaman, the Honourable Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs of the Government of India, and Shri Rajiv Chandrasekhar, the Honourable Minister of State for Electronics and Information Technology of the Government of India, Shri Abhishek Singh, serving as the President and CEO of NEGT, and MD and CEO of Digital India, Sanjeev Sanyal, a member of the Economic Advisory Council to the Prime Minister, EACPM, in the Government of India, Kamali Bali, President and Managing Director at Volvo Group, India, and Chairman of the Confederation of Indian Industry, CII, South India, and Swedish Chamber of Commerce India, SCCI, Rajneet Kohli, CEO and Executive Director of Britannia Industries Limited, amongst many others.
Well, that's remarkable. It's not often you get to see such a strong collection of industry leaders and influencers gathered in one place. But my question is, what is the core purpose of Date India?
Date India exists to explore the endless possibilities that technology brings and to connect tech enthusiasts, innovators, and industry leaders for a future-driven experience.
Well, thanks.
Request to mention here about Talk.ai being partnered, collaborated, associated, etc. for this robot and digital avatar at the entrance.
Well, that's amazing. Thanks for all the insights, but it's going to be hard for everyone to remember that.
Don't worry, Date has that covered too. Just log into the official event networking app and all of the details about the agenda, attendees, speakers, exhibitors and floor plans are updated right there and available at your fingertips. If you haven't already downloaded the agenda, then you can simply scan the QR code on the back of your badge and voila! You can download the app from your app store or access the web app from any supported browser. And because I'm so focused on making life easy for everyone, I'll even put the QR code up on the big screen. And voila!
Well, thanks for all the details, Arya, and now I guess it's time to get the show started.
Yes, indeed. If anyone has any other questions for me or needs any support, just reach out. I'll be around until the end of the show.
Well, thank you so much, Arya. Indeed, the smartest humanoid robot, Arya. Can we have a big round of applause for that? All right, so today is indeed a special day, a day when we have come together under one banner. While we might come from diverse backgrounds, but let us all align ourselves together with the spirit and principles of our independence. At this significant juncture, I would like to invite everyone to please rise up and honor our national anthem. Our national anthem, a symbol of pride and unity and a homage we pay to our motherland. Thank you everyone for joining us in this shared moment of reverence. We appreciate your courtesy. Well, now everyone, let's take our seats as we move forward to continue with our event. And let's continue the same with extreme zeal and enthusiasm. And now to kick off this event for the welcome address, ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming the Group Chief Executive Officer at TRESCON, Mr. Naveen Bharadwaj. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
Namaste, Namaskar, Suprabhat, Vanakkam. If we start greeting you all in many different languages that we have here in this diverse India or Bharat, I think I can spend the next week. Before we start, I also want to invite on stage my colleague, the founder and chairman of TRESCON, Muhammad Salim, to please join me here. Honorable Minister of Finance and Corporate Affairs, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji, Shri Yaduveer Krishnadatta Chamaraja Wadayar, the Maharaja of Mysore, Srimati Trishika ji, Member of the Parliament from Bangalore South, Shri Tejaswi Surya ji, Maharaja of Rajkot is here with us, a lot of other dignitaries, a lot of businessmen, founders, entrepreneurs, guests, speakers, investors, technology companies, media. On behalf of TRESCON, the organizer of DATE, I welcome you all to this inaugural Digital Acceleration and Transformation Expo. Before we begin, I think it's important for you all to understand a little bit of the history, where we've come from, and what we plan to do from here on. Salim.
So, my name is Mohammed Salim. I'm the founder and chairman of TRESCON. So we started our journey in 2016 after over a decade of experience in the event space across the world. Me and few of my business colleagues we said it's something to do for India. And we started our office in 2016. Being a startup, we dared to launch the Asia's biggest startup expo in 2016, which was a phenomenal success. And then we didn't look back from there. From there, we went across the world. We launched some world brands like World Blockchain Summit, World AI Show, Dubai, we are managing the Dubai FinTech Summit, World Cloud Show, Cybersecurity, all in future tech space. And then one of the main goals also behind the organization was to create a lot of jobs in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. So even though we started in Bengaluru, but majority of our workforce we built in Tier 2, Tier 3 cities like Manipal, Mangalore, right? And eventually we went to have our global offices in Dubai, Mauritius, Riyadh, and few other countries. And today, I'm proud and happy to say we are a strong team of 250 plus workforce, with 50% of it being women. So this is also our commitment for women empowerment in India. And again, this is where we come from. We've launched a few initiatives with Yuva Unstoppable, launching Smart 1,000 classrooms. We have built a community of more than 500,000 people across the world. We worked with a lot of governments across the world, from Dubai to Taiwan to Mauritius to Russia to various countries. And now we said, this is time. We've been discussing this for the last 2 years. We need to do something for India. We've been doing the tech events across the world, India being the tech capital. This is our commitment. DATE is our commitment for India, and we want this event to be a 200,000 people event in the next 5 years. So this is just the start. Thank you.
If you look at the UAE, Saudi Arabia, Canada, Singapore, etc., what they're really known for is hosting large-scale exhibitions, particularly in the technology space, not just because it's nice to have a fair, because it adds real economic impact. It brings the ecosystem and community together, but at the same time, it also brings a lot of international footfall into their countries. So when it comes to tech, India being the true tech capital in the entire world, India recently, it's all over the news that we've surpassed $4 trillion GDP, and there's a MeitY report in 2019 which says that by 2025, we would be having about $200 billion or more worth of our economy as a digital economy. It only made sense that we bring DATE to our country, to our India, to our Bharat. Now, to make this happen, it wasn't possible for us to do it on our own. And again, to bring the community together, to bring the ecosystem together, you actually have to be part of the community and the ecosystem. So we partnered with the Cyberverse Foundation based out of Mysuru, which is run by our dear respected friends, the Maharaja and Maharani of Mysore. We also partnered with a lot of other technology companies, a few associations, a few agencies to make DATE happen. What can you expect over the course of the next 2 days? From an impact standpoint, Future Tech Frontiers, you will explore technologies related to artificial intelligence, blockchain, cloud, cyber, data, esports in gaming, fintech, IoT, metaverse, Web3. From a green quotient, we're talking about the power of technology for enabling sustainability, for enabling climate action, how e-mobility or EV can actually help reduce our carbon footprint, and again, create that vibe because startups love their scooters and bikes and all things green. From a fintech revolution standpoint, we have a dedicated stage where finance, fintech, financial innovation, financial inclusion topics are being discussed. From an experiential standpoint, we have a gaming launch where 300 plus gamers will be competing. There are a lot of gaming influencers that are here. From a cybersecurity standpoint, if you go to the Cyberverse stand, you'll find lots and lots of cybersecurity companies, from skill development to sensitization and awareness to solutions and consultancy, all things cybersecurity. Startups and investments, again, there's something exciting that I will talk about. And from a social relevance standpoint, social impact standpoint, there's something cool that we are bringing. But from a startup and investment standpoint, there are two pitch competitions that are taking place tomorrow. One is the FinTech World Cup, which is a global tour. This is the regional edition. The winner of this edition will go to Dubai, UAE, to pitch at the finals in Dubai FinTech Summit and stand a chance to win the investment prize pool of $1 million. And then we also have a Startup World Cup, which is also taking place tomorrow. Again, the India regionals is taking place here. The global finals will happen in the US. The winner here will go to US, compete against their counterparts from different parts of the world, standing a chance to win that $1 million prize pool. From a social impact standpoint, TrustCon is a business, and Honorable Minister, you asked us when we met last time, from a social impact standpoint, what are you doing for the community? Businesses are great, but how are you impacting the community? We launched the foundation a little while ago, actually end of last year, and this year we brought it to life. And one of the initiatives that we are launching as part of the foundation is in partnership with Yuva Unstoppable. We want to transform 1,000 Anganwadis around India, primarily in the rural areas of India, from a hygiene standpoint and from a technology standpoint. What are we doing? Building clean toilets, commodes, basic flooring, the benches, the basic facilities that we have are privileges that they don't have. We want to make that happen. At the same time, giving them access to digital content, the digital library, grade 5 to grade 10, interactive classrooms, training the trainers there, training the students there, and make sure that digitization brings equal opportunity to everybody and not just to the lucky few of us that have been privileged enough to be in cities and travel around the world. We're also launching a book on cyber safety, particularly for women, because cybercrime is on the rise and women are also becoming victims, children are becoming victims. So we are launching a book in partnership with one of our companies here, and Dr. Anant Prabhu, which addresses common cyber crime or common cyber safety issues that women might face and how they can proactively stay away from those. We have a 13-year-old child that will be here tomorrow. He's been blessed and honored with an opportunity to meet our Honorable President and give one of his books. And he will be here to launch his book on the world of tech future, or the world of future tech, because we believe whatever we are doing here is for the next few years, and it's important that we also bring in the youth. We integrate the youth with all things serious that's happening here. There's the gaming competition we talked about. And again, from a women's standpoint, Salim talked about how TrustCon has 50%, actually 51% of our workforce are women. We are also tomorrow launching a Women in Media Council, where 15 different media organizations from around India have come together. We're launching this council focusing on women journalists, women editors, women in media in general, and more so that are interested in covering technology-related news, articles, interviews, so on and so forth. So a lot of exciting stuff will happen. This is not your mundane, run-of-the-mill, go to an event, sit in boring lectures and leave kind of an event. This is actually where the entire community truly converges. The entire community truly gains. And we hope that you all make the most of the next 2 days. With that, once again, on behalf of TrustCon, on behalf of the whole team that's put this event together, we welcome you all to the Digital Acceleration and Transformation Expo. Wishing you an awesome 2 days ahead. I want to pass the mic and the stage to our strategic partner, to the Maharaja of Mysore, to Sri Yaduvir Krishnadatta Chamaraja Wadayar for his remarks.
Thank you.
Honorable Minister for Finance, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji, Maharaj Sahib Rajkot, Shri Mandata Singh Jadeja ji, our Honorable Member of Parliament, Shri Tejasvi Surya ji, members, delegates, and many attendees of this wonderful conference, a very warm welcome to all of you. It is an honor for us at Cyberverse Foundation to be the supporting partner for this wonderful expo here in Delhi. And on behalf of Cyberverse Foundation, once again, my many welcomes to all of you here. I should also extend my congratulations to TrustCon for setting up this wonderful expo in such a short period of time and executing it so very well. Many congratulations to you. Our congratulations also to the Government of India for having such a wonderful venue for us to host such a wonderful program in. The infrastructure has been absolutely key in us providing this experience here. Ladies and gentlemen, the digital transformation, as you are, I'm sure all of you already aware, is already here. It is not something in the future. Alongside that comes perpetrators and those who are criminally intending to cause harm as well and benefit from it in a means that is illegal. Cyberverse in Mysore looks to be an anchor towards being a protecting force towards this very cause, and we hope that the digital community that has come here will bind together with us and allow us in Mysore to build a robust and defense as well as an ecosystem that allows the digital infrastructure in India to continue unhinged and unimpeded. It is once again truly an immense pleasure to be amongst all of you here. I look forward to the many networking opportunities and collaborations that we will build in the many years to come from this wonderful expo here in Delhi Institution for Cybersecurity in India. We deem it a tremendous honor from the city of Mysore. So once again, my many thanks to you all, and I look forward to the many collaborations that we will build in the years to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sri Yadavir. We've all talked enough. I know you've all patiently waited for that one here today, but that could also possibly be one of the most important fireside chats you've ever attended this year, if not in your life. How many of you are ready for our opening fireside chat with the Honorable Minister, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman? Not just your hands, with a huge round of applause. I would like to welcome the Minister to the stage to please join us for our opening fireside chat.
Well, a warm welcome to you, ma'am. Well, for this fireside chat, but before beginning with the fireside chat, it's time to felicitate our FM with a token of gratitude for a gracious present at date 2023. A big round of applause.
Just a small note, instead of choosing flowers and bouquets, we chose this. This is an air purifier and it has a real plant in it. Unfortunate weather conditions in New Delhi leads to opportunities such as these, and this is what startups are doing for India and for the world, and I think we should all be grateful for the startups. Ma'am, please. And to moderate this session, if you could please.
Yes, and like I said, it's time to set the stage for a conversation. To spearhead this conversation, may I please invite on stage Deepshika Sikarwar, Associate Editor, Economic Times. Can we have a big round of applause for her as well?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am. Thank you for taking time out for a date here. We'll be discussing about financial inclusion journey of India. India's financial inclusion journey has been recognized world over. We heard you yesterday saying that we are in talks with other countries on digital public infrastructure, and we're helping other countries establish that. So I want to begin with that. What is next for India in this journey now? What lies ahead?
Good morning, and let me first thank the organizers for having me here. It's one of those things where the Indian youth are revving to move forward with quite a lot of information and networking, which is what is going to give them an opportunity to showcase their talent. So an event like this is actually the need of the hour, and I'm happy the organizers with so many different partners have really understood the need and have come to, say, Delhi to establish this expo for 2 days, and I'm sure it will draw all those who are interested in this field, who have potential in this field, and who also want to benefit from the networking facility that this gives. So well done, organizers, and well done all those who have partnered with the organizers to put up a event like this. I would have thought it should run for a whole week, giving an opportunity for a big country like India to draw youngsters from all over to come over. But a good start with 2 days, but I'm sure this should go on from Delhi to many other parts of the country within a year or so, so that within 1 year you get the collective synergy which can help us to build and take our youth forward. India is, after all, a lead nation in proving and showcasing the talents of our young. Much before I answer Deepshika's question, in the recent G20, the digital public infrastructure that India has brought in with public funds, and which has bricks of so many different elements, thus eventually being projected as a India stack, because it has something or the other as a capsule for so many different layers of digitization of the country, has been welcomed, has been looked at with a sense of awe. People are really surprised that a country like India could not only utilize the talent which is available with public funds and be able to scale it up at the ground. Pardon me if I'm talking politics, but only a few years ago we had a former finance minister mock at the government to say, oh, is this going to happen really? You know, you're not going to have electricity in the villages. Where is internet connection? Are vegetable vendors going to be taking, where you have to buy something for 10 rupees, taking payments in digital format and so on. But we have proved and proved and proved much more than what everybody expected us to do. And it has really gone down well in the G20 that many countries, in fact, yesterday during the press conference, Deepshika probably referred to it partly, I announced that already with 7 or 8 different countries, we've already signed MOUs to share our experience, our achievements, the technology that we have, and be able to share it with those countries which have signed the MOU, and we have many more of them coming. So opportunities are galore for fintech and fintech related, and for everything driven through AI. So sorry, I made an opening statement which was not part of the answer, but I'll now go to the question.
Yeah, essentially what is next in the financial inclusion journey for India? While in terms of access, we've done very well, but in terms of usage, we still have some miles to cover. So what is next?
When you look at usage, fintech, the benefits going down to the common citizen, it is that each one should be able to get easy access to credit, should be able to be part of the financial networking, so that when there is a need for rating his credit scores, he should be in the loop already, small, big, medium size, whichever be, and also be therefore accessing without much of an effort, essentially through his phone, all available sources of credit management, credit, and that is one of the biggest things that we are moving forward with by bringing in things like account aggregator, so that no one who's attached to a particular bank, because that's where they started their financial business, be lost out if there are better terms available with different banks. Simultaneously, you could hold these two. You're quite aware of that. And similarly, looking at digital ways in which he can access global markets. So if these have to be achieved, it's not going to be possible if we are saying, all right, we've given you an account, we've already given you a phone through which you can do your business, you have your QR code to sell your products, but that's not enough. He should have the other benefits, which are essentially financial related, which are credit, which is got to be available, seeking market, looking at digital ways of communicating with his transactions, payments, insurance. So there are so many different aspects of financial networking and benefiting from the services. These will be our priority areas to make sure that everyone, small or big, benefits from digitization at the same time in all these specific activities which are financial, technology related.
India's financial inclusion, one major aspect of it was government support to ensure that it remains low cost. Will this kind of support continue going ahead and there will be no slide back?
I don't want to predict what is going to come through in the next few budgets, but yes, the intention of the government is to keep that continuing so that till such a time we are confident that the bulk of those who need to have this advantage given to them do get it. It is not a big deal to say there are so many others who have already utilized it. They don't need any assistance or support. But it is the bulk which has to get everything which we talk in terms of financial digital benefits which have to reach people.
You mentioned about the account aggregator platform. There's a lot of buzz about the potential that it can have. What is the thinking in the government? How do you see it sort of going forward?
Absolutely. In fact, I have a little peeve where, considering the time when account aggregator was introduced and the kind of awareness which the government has tried building around it, I still think that the movement on it is not as much as I would want to see. It can be even better, which means either the building of these awareness exercises are not really efficient, it's not adequate, or there has to be more simplifying of the technology for account aggregators. Banks have, on the whole, both private sector and public, you have reviewed it with me once, banks have taken up, they've all become part of or members of this account aggregator networking, and it has actually helped. But with the enthusiasm from the bank which is needed, which has to be accentuated, I think it is only then will it reach every customer so that they actually can utilize this particular platform. And there I would like to take this opportunity to add one line more. Account aggregator is a pass-through. They don't sit on data. Once you, who wants the benefit of better banking facility, say yes, your details are passed through to that particular bank which has to receive. So initially there were some apprehensions that possibly account aggregators are going to sit over a data bank. No, they cannot hold data. They're just simply a pass-through, and neither therefore the beneficiary customer nor the bank can sit on it through the account aggregator. They will get the necessary, that customer's data on his giving consent, and they will deal with it only for the purposes of giving you the credit. So the purposes for which the data is shared to the bank and the purposes for which this beneficiary gives the information will be restricted for the purpose for which he is approaching them. And in between, the aggregator has no other role except for passing it through. Banks have banking correspondents who we call bank mitra. Like that, they may have to employ people who can go in the field, like earlier days insurance agents. But that network today will have to be a lot more tech savvy, a lot more information sharing, rather than one man's word against my insurance requirements. So there is a need for insurance companies to become a lot more tech ready and through technology, but yet because insurance is such a sentimental matter, you still need a human interface, and therefore I would think insurance companies will have to adapt technology, bring in more personnel who can go to the field, and only then can we achieve greater and deeper and wider insurance coverage for Indian citizens.
Fintech models and the growing penetration has helped credit reach to last mile, and we've seen immense growth in that. But there's a growing concern, and we've seen different voices sort of also being expressed on the lending standards. There is a view that the lending standards may be slightly lax, and it could lead to a systemic risk going forward. What is your view on this?
Well, Deepshika, you're talking at a time when the Reserve Bank has only yesterday spoken about preventive steps,
yes,
preemptive steps, and alerting banks to be not too exuberant or flamboyant, did they say?
Exuberant.
Exuberant. And so the Reserve Bank of India is quite conscious of where the thin line actually lies. They are red lighting it now so that the NBFCs or small finance companies don't go too far in their enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is good, but sometimes it becomes a bit too far for people to digest. So as a measure of caution, the RBI has also alerted banks, alerted small finance banks, alerted NBFCs to be careful that they don't go too far too soon and face any downside risks later.
Government's also promoter of state-owned banks. Has there been any directive from the government to the state-owned banks?
Well, yes, I've been after state-owned banks to say you have to focus on your core business, which is your banking business, which is collect deposits and lend, make money out of lending, but do give enough returns to those who keep their savings with you. In fact, to that extent, in this budget, the one which was on February 23, we had increased the rates which are being given by the scheduled commercial banks on fixed deposits, which had remained very low for a long time.